Hello everybody and welcome to the second CCC as we are at the big balls round today. Today we are at Laguna Seca, unlike the previous two recordings which were at Avenisto in Finland, but that completely failed twice in a row, so that was a bad idea. So I just decided, well, we're going to go for a full American calendar for the final few rounds, which includes, well, this track, Laguna Seca, Briar Motorsports Park, and Martinsville. Anyways, I see a lot of people already coming out of the pits, or at least hear a lot of people already coming out of the pits. The track is quite deadly if you don't know what you're doing, as if you fly off the track, of course there is runoff, but the issue is that basically all of the runoff is sand, so you'll probably end up heavily slowing yourself down. It's probably something you not want to do. Anyways, as you look at Wario in Italia. By the way, I'm pretty sure the majority of the drivers here, or at least a large part of the drivers here, are Italian. I mean, look here. Bert Smith is from Italy as well. In the Monster Energy car. Game's really liking Bert's, right? See, I think Tofik in the background there. Almost everyone already out of the pits. I'm pretty sure only... I can't tell who still has to come out, but I see Lampert on the start-finish line currently. Behind them Chad, behind them Magen, I think. The out lap starts, and now the actual lap starts. So, I don't really have much to say currently. I mean, it's just a few cars going on the track. There's nothing much extremely interesting going on. Although I do see that everyone is out of the pits now. So Riley has to hope that he has better luck than he had in the previous two recordings, because that was an absolute shit show for him. I don't want to see that happen to him again, because that was extremely sad. Anyways, see Riley hoping to not have bad results like last time. I don't think he will. The last track wasn't very suited to these cars. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I see... No, I don't know. There are a few cars going around the track. Yes, Lampert, Chad, and Maren currently around the end of the lap, as we see a few cars going through the steep corner, which I forget the name of often. Look at Tofik. Yep, a few cars on the final straight now. It's the corkscrew, that's the name. Anyways, I see Lampert, Chad, and Maren going over the line, so those will be the first times that will be set. Okay. Maren sets a 136.1, Chad a 136.3, and Lampert a 136.3 as well. As we'll now see Schroot and Wario going over the line, I think. Yes, it seems like it. The Wario sets a 136.4 and Schroot a 137.3. Schroot currently a bit off the pace. See Fancini go over the line, the previous sensationalizer. Currently far behind everyone at a 137.9. Not great. Pretty sure as Bert finishes the lap setting a 136.0. Only about 10th of a second ahead, as Speeds now finishes his lap and sets a 136.4. As I see Geezer now coming to the end of... Oh, Speeds having quite a lock up there. Almost went wide. Well, he did go wide, so that's a slightly ruined lap. And Geezer sets a 137.8. That's not great, but it's ahead of Fancini. You see Wario again, about to finish his second lap, going through the corkscrew. Someone just said a lap, but I have no idea who. Oh, Giovanni it was. It was Giovanni who said a lap. Riley and Tofik not quick to set a lap, it seems. They should be setting a lap soon. As Shoot calls it a day, or they spun. I'm thinking they spun because you don't just stop. So you see Hugh speeds. Probably on his ruined lap. As Carrera sets a 135.999. Oh, very barely ahead of Smith. That's a good start for Carrera. That's for sure. As everyone now setting a lap, geese are currently in last place, which is very unexpected on my end. But Tofik having set a 137.7 and Riley having set a 137.2. As I see P8 going over the line, which means speeds probably not doing anything. No, haven't changed anything due to the loss in performance in the first corner. As we ride alongside, or not alongside, along with Guy Lampert, behind them Giga Chad and Stefan Marin. Taking the corner smoothly, taking this corner smoothly as well. Looking like it should be a good lap. I should probably just put in some timing so we can see live timing. Probably will. Tell me if you want that. Anyways, we see Lampert, Giovanni go driving into the pits it seems. Okay, we'll see what time Lampert sets now. I see them going about over the line. And they set I don't think they made a difference in time, no. They went slower. Anyways, qualifying has technically finished. But we are waiting for almost the whole pack. So see Wario going over the line, passing Marin, setting a 136.053. The top 4 currently in a tenth of a second, which is a good sign for good racing, I hope. Smith doesn't go faster than Carrera, which means Carrera currently has provisional pole. Though of course we have a few drivers left, decently fast drivers. You see Speeds going over the line soon. Speed sets a whole lot faster of a time. Wow, he sets a 136.024. Not a pole position, but he is ahead of his rival Smith. That's a sudden change in performance from Speeds. As you see Lampert again. Wow, that's impressive by Speeds. I wasn't expecting that, to be fair. But anyways, we see a few cars there, quite closely bunched up to each other. 4 cars waiting, which means probably those few cars. As we see Carrera, maybe he'll set an even faster lap from the Virgin Islands, while he's supposed to be from virtual, but game decided Virgin Islands, so we'll take it. Anyways, he sets a slower time. As we see Chad, which means there are a few cars behind him about to finish the lap. Chad sets a slower time. Marin sets a slower time. There's only 1 car left, and that's it. Pole position for Corazon de Carrera from the Virgin Islands, aka Virtual. As we see the lights now, which means the race is about to start. As we see 0 of the cars for some reason. And lights out and away we go. Seems like we can see the cars now. So Speeds side by side Carrera. Speeds overtakes Carrera in the start. Incredible. As you see Hugh Speeds versus Carrera in the first corner. With Bert possibly also looking for a gap. As Bert goes down the inside of Speeds, his rival. Incredible. I see a bunch of cars back there doing some stuff. As I see Wario next to Stefan Marin. Wario stays ahead for now. Woo, my voice. Giovanni overtakes Marin. Sorry about that. My brain cannot handle such excitement. As we see Wario possibly looking for a gap on Speeds. Speeds falling back quite quickly after his P2 start. Chad overtakes Marin. As I see them side by side in the mirror there. As we see them racing now, yes. Let's see. I see someone locking the brakes there. It's Chad and Marin both almost spin. It's a wonder that they catch that. And Lampert and Fancini possibly now seeing a gap as they both have a better exit. Will Lampert go for the move? No, but he does hit him. He hits him. As Chad manages to stay ahead somehow. As I see Smith versus Speed over there. This is insane. As I see Lampert almost spinning there. Smith still ahead of Speed. Woo. Incredible. I see Giovanni going ahead. I see Fancini overtaking Lampert. They're both side by side by now. Lampert seems to have had a better exit. Wario overtakes Giovanni. Whew, there's too much stuff going on. Let me calm down. Calmed is down. As I see Giovanni going on a move on Wario. Nice move. I see Wario quickly falling back, Maren having overtaken him, but Wario overtakes Maren again. They must be side by side. There's Wario. Maren has a far worse exit than Wario. I can finally rest a bit since all the gaps are slightly getting a bit further. I think Smith and Speed have had some sort of mistake because they're 2.3 seconds behind Carrera. Ooh. Carrera is gaining time incredibly quickly. Or not gaining time, he's just going fast. He's absolutely dominating the race currently, only on lap 2. I see Karl Schroet going after Tovik. Yeah, I see some spin lines there. That was probably Smith and Speeds. Anyways, you see Schroet going through the corkscrew. As we see Judge chasing Speeds. Currently in third speed, chasing Speeds at a high speed. See Maren having a bit of a lockup there. Maren seems to be catching Wario again. Quite quickly indeed. Indeed. Why did I say indeed? Indeed. Anyways, Maren seems to have lost time on Wario a bit again. I'm confusing him with Giovinazzi. They're too similar. Giovanni chasing Speeds, not very quickly, but Maren also chasing again, and Schroet also chasing. There's going to be a few battles. Smith chasing Carrera again, although I don't think they're going to overtake by the end of the race, as it's only gained about a tenth of a second it seems. Giovanni about 0.3 behind Speeds, will he be going for the move through the corkscrew soon? I do see him on his tail. Oh, there's Maren. No, he didn't spin, but he was very close. Now Chad is on his tail. Chad versus Lampert we see here. Lampert being blocked, or Chad being blocked by a person ahead of him. But they're both having quite a fight. Are they going to have a fight through the corkscrew? That's not the easiest of places to overtake. As no, he will not overtake for now. He backs off for now. But no, he just fell back. That was a quick fallback. Anyways, Maren now 1.2 seconds behind Wario after his heavy lockup. See Lampert about 0.4 behind Chad. See Giovanni about 0.4 behind Speeds. He looks to me like he may be chasing. So he has to hope on Speeds making a mistake so the gap becomes smaller again. Anyways, he is on his tail. So the race for P3 isn't over yet. The podium may change. Riley not having the greatest of races after being the dominant driver. Giovanni only about 0.3 behind now. Maybe he'll go for the move soon. See Schroet behind Tovik. As we see headless Giovanni for some reason. Oh, quite a lockup. Probably not meaning that he won't make moves, but no, he hasn't lost that much time. If he gets lucky here, he may be able to overtake. Or it just becomes a Chad. No, I don't think he'll be able to make the move. The gap is not small enough. At least it seems not small enough. I could be wrong. Anyways, we see Scoot chasing Topik now from the new and improved helmet cam. Giovanni again. I see Marin having quickly chased Wario again, only about half a second behind. Maybe he'll be trying to make the move soon again. Though of course that might be difficult due to having damage to his tires now. But of course, this is the CCC, so anything can happen. Carrera consistently holding about a 2.6 second gap consistently. As you see Giovanni, only 0.4 behind Speeds. I think they might be able to overtake by the end of the race, I'm not sure. See I think that Smith had quite a big lockup. I see Marin behind Wario already after having lost an insane amount of time, about 1 second. Marin may just have the far faster car in this current situation. I see Giovanni, he's looking for a gap, but he has to slightly back off. Will he go for a move to the corkscrew? No, he's losing quite some time. Of course, it's not impossible. No, I think it's now not possible anymore. Anyways, we look at Marin again. Maybe he will try to take Wario soon. He seems to be gaining time quite quickly on the bad guy's car. Oh, he's having not the greatest entry into the corner after another lockup, losing quite some time again. Not as much as the first time, but yeah. We're almost on the last lap. Carrera absolutely having dominated this race so far. Very well done. As we see Giovanni not seeming to be able to catch up to Speeds as quickly anymore. As we are on the last lap now. Marin gaining small amounts of time on the straights, though basically minuscule. You can't really tell much apart. You could probably even say that it's a timing error. As I see, he's gaining slight amounts of time, but it's very slowly. He might get lucky enough, as I see Giovanni about staying consistent gap. I don't know, he's losing time actually. I think they're both losing time. Riley really not having a good time, that's for sure. Giovanni currently about half a second, he's losing time. Don't think he'll make the move unless Speeds makes a mistake, which I'm not expecting to happen at this part of the track, but of course it's not impossible. As Giovanni has a big lockup, I think that's the race over then, for him at least. As we look at Carrera, after having an absolutely absurdly dominant race, staying consistently ahead for an extremely long time, after having a, well, yeah, quite shock pole position, he decides to not spin and wins the Laguna Seca Grand Prix, with Smith finishing P2 and Speeds in P3, Giovanni P4, Wario P5, Marin P6, Chad P7, Lampert P8, Fancini P9, Topik P10, Schroot P11, Kraken Geezer P12, and Riley P13. A massive drop off for Riley we see. Not great. Well, that was a extremely exciting race. I can't say much of anything else, to be fair. My breath is completely gone. That was wow. I'm gonna need a short break before recording the next one. Anyways, full results and such in the description, forms in the description and such. I'm sorry for all of the microphone issues in the last few videos, but I'm pretty sure it's fixed now. But of course, if anyone has any suggestions for the next few races, please submit them. I'm willing to do anything. Anyways, see you everyone. Like and subscribe. And please watch the Class 2 race if you are there, or the Class 2, the small balls race if you're there for that. See you everyone. Thanks CCC.